Great morning, holy brothers! We got a new format today. If anybody wants a video, we'll be recording it so you can watch our beautiful shining faces in the morning as well, before Vesikin Minyan. So if you need a way to start and wake up your day, this is it, baby. Come join us. Come on here. All right, so we are on the 23rd of Teves, that's correct? We are on January 4th. It is Thursday. We are in the Garden of Peace on our pathway to peace. Page 177 on the bottom. So we were talking about a husband, right, complaining about his wife, and he's not getting the right respect that he deserves, what kind of treatment. And we talked about learning to put your wife as number one, first place, top priority. This is it. So suppose the story ended here. Both sides, husband and wife, having complaints about each other. The husband's complaining about his wife. She doesn't honor him like everybody else. Do you know how my friend's wife treats him when he comes home? What is she? She's massaging his feet. They're up on the couch. She pulls off his shoes. She has the dinner ready, hot, every single time he steps through the door. All the dishes are done. All the laundry's folded exactly the way he likes his underwear creased in his drawer in color-coded order for every day of the week. Oh, what kind of wife? What would I give to have a wife like that? Right? He complains about everything she does. Unbelievable. She doesn't respect me. She should know how to treat a husband better. It's all her fault. She wasn't brought up. Her parents, terrible. You wouldn't believe the type of household she comes from. All right? She is the bottom rung in his life. That's it. Doesn't end there. The wife has frustrations about her husband, and it grows every single day. She's constantly complaining that he has no time for her. She is saying that he does not do anything for her. What about her needs? What about her wants? Why can't he come home at 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon? Why do I have to wait till 8:30 at night for my husband to get home? Everybody else's husband is home on time. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about seeing the kids. By the time he comes home, the kids are already sleeping. And the husband is like, yes, I don't have to do bedtime tonight. I don't have to change the diapers. He fails to understand and sees her as selfish. She's the crazy one. What do you look at me? What are you talking to me for? She's the one who needs therapy. Get her to sit down and talk to somebody. Open her eyes. She's a mashigana. She's nuts. She's so selfish herself. She wants him to stop doing me. Oh, I can't be out learning. I can't be out going to Marv. She needs me at home. No, let her know what's important in life. Tell her to straighten and fix her priorities. Stop telling me I'm wrong. And this drives his wife into deep emotional distress on the downward spiral and the cycle of despair. The poor of your household need to come first. Family first. Oh, I forgot to announce today's lesson is called Family First. We have to think, why does the husband hold his wife as the last place, as his lowest priority, as the last one in line when it comes to him giving handouts? What is going on? Is he such a wicked, cruel, crazy person? Nope. Maybe you've just forgotten the essential rule. Loving kindness, that the poor of your household, family first. When it comes to giving tzedakah, there's a rule, right? What do we need to do? Do we just run to overseas and say, listen, Israel's in a tough time, I gotta give to Israel? What's halacha? Maybe ask your rabbi. Maybe seek advice on what you're doing with your money. Family first. You can't start giving out tzedakah when you can't pay your bills at home. Your wife is telling you that the electricity bill is going to get shut off because you didn't pay it on time. Why is it my responsibility? Yeah, you have responsibilities in your home. There are things you have to do. You have to take care of your wife and your kids. Then the circle gets exponentially larger. The radius can run around now the city. So you start with your home, your block, your city, your shul, then your country, and then you can go out from there. If you don't take care of your wife and kids, you're doing an avera by throwing your money somewhere else. You think you're tzaddik? You're Russia. Open your eyes. Look what you're missing out on. Is he a cruel person? He forgets the number one rule. Rav Yosef elaborated on the verse. If you lend money to my people, to the poor who are with you, in Exodus 22:24, and said, poor people or rich people? The poor come first. The poor of your city and the poor of another city, the poor of your city come first. Hello, this is the rule. Wake up. It has to apply across the board. It's not just the money, it's your time. Everything that you're doing has to be given family first. The poor, we'll continue the verse, the poor of your family and the poor of your city, the poor of your family come first. Talmud, Baba Messiah, 71. Open up the tractate. Find it yourself. Read it inside, black and white. If a person wants to give charity, if he wants to lend money, or do other chesed, do other loving kindness, and there are many people in need. If you ever go to a shul, you'll see the people coming around, collecting money.
Don't Talmid Chachamim take priority?
What comes first? Family?
I mean,
first.
You said the poor of your city, but let's say Talmid Chachamim in Israel.
Yes, but again, there are circles. So take care of your local ones, then look to do other ones. Take care of your local tzaddikim. Take care of your rabbi. Take care of everybody. Before you start giving to other shuls and other rabbeim, make sure you're set and you're good, because they have obligations too. But you gotta widen your circles and go exponentially.
Is that included in Maser? Like, is that Maser, or is that just aside from it? That's
tzedakah.
That's just
charity.
Charity.
Everything that you're doing, that you're giving. Even your Maser. Make sure you're giving to good causes,
right.
But don't leave your locals left undone. Support local. Okay? Rich people, poor people.
What's the local here?
We'll talk all about specifics after if you want to know who's locally in need. No problem. We will go into all that. We'll give you personal ideas and what to look at. But and how many people you go to shul that people come collecting? People come to your doors and they're knocking on your doors. Okay, it depends where they are, where they're coming from too. But yeah, there's never a lack of people who need your help. Unbelievable. Yeah. Those in the street, the members of his household. He must start with the poor. He must start with his own home. If there's left over and you know what to do, give to people now on your street. Give to people in your local city. Work outward. But start inside, work outside. One's first obligation is to your family. If this is how tzedakah works with money, which is so important and can help and tremendously build up and save people and save communities, can you imagine what kind of charity you need to give in your home with your words, with your actions? Stop running elsewhere. Take care of your wife, your number one priority in your life. What are you doing? You're a mom, so you're running around like a mashugana everywhere else to make sure they're happy and they're happy, and then you feel great about yourself, and your wife's crying at home. What are you doing to her? Afterwards, give to needy people. When inspired to do kindness, and you have an overwhelming desire to go help, remember that begins in your house with your wife. Yeah, now you're going to tell me you're being generous to her, and now you're starting to make her happy? Great, Yeshkayach. Now let's see what else we can do in life. But if your wife is upset, your wife is angry, your wife is depressed, your wife is unhappy, what is going on? What are you doing with your life? Where are you going? Where is your energy being sucked out that you don't have for your own life in your own house? You be generous to her. Use that opportunity now that she's happy to use that excited exponential energy and enthusiasm. Now go out to everybody. You know how much more good you're going to be able to do now that you're building your home and you're building your happiness, because her happiness is going to be your happiness, and now that's going to be elevated for everyone around you instead of being sucked in and being a drain on society. Do more kindness now outside home. Now go out to your street. Now go out to your neighborhood. Bless the whole world, the universe, the galaxy. Start where it is required, at home. The litmus test of a man's character is how he behaves in his own home behind closed doors. Are you so nice to everybody that you meet on the street? Do you love your chavrusa tremendously and give so much of your heart and pour out to him? Are you never swearing at him, never cursing at him, never yelling at him because you're with him for 5 minutes and that interaction is so easy to have? But when you're living at home with a wife who's demanding and requiring and needing you, how are you acting there? Because that is the litmus test. That is the trueness of your character. Not what you're spending outside your home, a few minutes here and there, how you're devoting your time to your community, to your rabbi, to your students. That's a joke compared to who you are and the truest, deepest level. This is true of all traits, but especially with the trait of kindness and generosity and giving. And Zerizos, what are you doing? Was your garbage sitting there for 3 days because it's not time for the garbage man to come collect? so it's overflowing in your kitchen. I'll take it out when the garbage men come. What do you mean? It's not time for the garbage to be taken out. Oh, your wife better believe it's time for the garbage to be taken out when it was 3/4 full. Some wives, every wife is different. Joey, thank you for bringing up this point yesterday to me. He said every wife has a certain way that they like to be treated, acted towards, and spoken to. Some wives want the garbage to be taken out when it's full to the top and about to overflow. My wife, why? Because my wife doesn't want to waste garbage bags. What? Why are you waiting? We're wasting the bag. You know how much garbage we can fit into there? Don't run, take it out now. But when it is up to that line, you better believe if it's not taken out that second that the last fork is put in there, I'm going to have that fork put in my head if it's not out of the door.
So is it fullness before stink in your house, or
The stinkiness is not a factor. Some people, if there's something in the garbage that needs to be taken out, no matter how full or empty, it's got to go, right?
Right.
So some wives, if there's one dirty thing in the garbage, she wants that whole garbage taken out. You got to know your wife and then act accordingly. You got to know your wife. Don't say, "Oh, Eliezer told me I can't take out the garbage until it's overflowing." You're not married to my wife. Your wife is somebody else. You got to know her and then be able to make her happy in the way that she wants to be happy, not the way you want to be happy. I think it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you think. Take your logic, throw it out the window. If you have not learned by now that wives do not work on rationality, you have another thing coming, man. It's emotions, it's reactivity. They're going to bring up stuff from 5,468 years ago that you don't even know you did or know you remember. Know your wife and plan your life. You have to know what to do to make her happy in her way. If a person is not kind and generous to his wife, it's a sign that whatever kindness he's doing outside his home is false. It's insincere. It's lacking the foundation. It's going to crumble. It's empty. You have a big hot air balloon. It pops. There's nothing inside. It's just air. Fluff. Nothingness. What is going on? It's a show he's putting on. He has ulterior motives. Whatever. If his kindness is not defined by his wife, what he's doing outside is not real kindness. It's not. It may be for ulterior motive. You might want something from somebody else. You may be looking for a promotion. You might be wanting to get a seat in Congress, whatever it might be. There's some reason that you're doing it because your sincerity is lacking at home. If the show that he puts on for ulterior motives attaches specifically with his wife, his children also are a big test, but his wife is more of a test. There are many husbands who treat their kids well. They do, honestly. They love their kids. They're going to help them brush their teeth in the morning. They're going to help wipe their tushes in the toilet. They're going to do things that they wouldn't do anywhere else. And they love their kids. And they get so much nachas from their kids. And they're doing it with a good heart. But they're not treating their wives properly. And that is one of the most massive mistakes and biggest blunders and bumbles you can make. Because the behavior shows his wife that he doesn't love her. It's nice he loves her children, but where is your heart and your soul for your soulmate? You need to remember that she's the other half of you. You're being selfish, you're not doing what she wants, you're destroying yourself. You're destroying her and you're destroying yourself. You're a oneness, you're a partner, she's the other half of you, helping you to become the man you need to be. And you're ignoring her messages, you're ignoring the hints that Hashem, God is using through her to show you what you need to do. You're slapping Hashem in the face! God, get the bleep out of my life right now. I don't want to hear what you're telling me from the messages of my wife. Right now, you're severing that relationship between your wife and between God. Rav Chaim Vital, blessed memory, the principal disciple of the Arizal, writes, there are people who do kindness with everyone, but not with the members of their own household. This is his words. They think to themselves that when they arrive in the world of truth, to the gates of the Garden of Eden, they're going to be swung open for them so quickly. But woe is to them, woe into their souls. They do not realize that all their acts of kindness are vanity. That's it. His words, recognize, realize what we're saying here. A man who's first charitable at home with his wife and makes her happy, makes her content, makes her truly satisfied, for everything that she wants and everything that she needs. What is the love language of your wife? You can read the book. There are 5 languages there, I think. You can do acts of kindness. Some women love when you take care of things and they're done for them. They are the most at bliss and pleasant you can imagine. Some women love to be spoken to and told they're pretty all day. If you're not texting me every 5 minutes, what's wrong with you? What, you don't love me anymore? I just texted you 10 minutes ago. I'm working, I'm working. Nope, they want to be texted. They want to have that what's it called? When they want to feel secure with themselves. Because if you don't give it to them, they feel insecure. They have to be told all the time. Thank you for the great meal. It was so delicious. It was the best you ever made in your life. Thank you for taking care of the kids. Thank you for doing the laundry. If you have not thanked them for everything, they feel that you don't love them. They need to be heard. Their ears are their windows to their souls. That's their love life. If you are not physical with somebody, there could be a woman who loves hugs and kisses all day. If you don't kiss them on your way out, on your way back in, after you made dinner, before you go to bed, well, he doesn't love me anymore. Why is he not showing affection? Am I ugly? Did I do something wrong? Is he looking at other women? What's going on? Is there somebody else on his mind right now? Their physicality is their lifeline. But my wife's lifeline is not physicality. If I go to hug her when she comes home, I just walked in the door. What are you smothering me for? Leave me alone. Go back to the other room. Say hi. It's not, okay, very nice. Hi, nice to see you. I just had a long day. Leave me alone. Don't bother me. Don't touch me. Stop it. Because I'm a physical person, I want to show her affection. That's not what she wants. Learn your own boundaries for your own wife. And do what she loves. If my wife comes home, the dishes are done. The garbage is taken out. The table is wiped. The floor is swept. The kids' homework is done. The baths are finished. She is the most happiest. She loves me. She'll come over to me and give me a kiss instead of me going to her. Because she's so happy. And she knows that I like it, but she knows she doesn't like it. But she'll do it because she's so overflowing now with gratitude and thankfulness to me. Know your wife. If you don't know your wife, you're in big trouble. Go analyze or even ask. If you need to ask her, ask her. She's going to be upset that you don't know by now, but at least you're not going to screw up in the future. What does she love? And what can you do to make her happy? If you need to make a checklist, make a checklist. I have guys, literally, right? They share their notes with me. They have 10 things that need to be done every day for their wife. 10 things. And they want to make sure everything is done all the time. Yeah, I complimented her. I woke up in the morning with a kiss, whatever it might be. I made sure everything was done. She never saw a dirty dish when she came home from work, whatever it might be. Or she's out with a friend. She wants money to spend. I don't have the money, but she wants money to spend. I'm going to give it to her because this is what makes her happy. I'm going to make that wife. Yes, if you have questions, please ask me. Text me, message me. I'd be loving one-on-one all the time. People call me. Now, if I can answer, great. I'll message you back. Whatever you need, we are here to help. That's it. What can we do to enhance your relationship with your wife to make her happy on her level? A man who's first charitable at home with his wife and only afterwards does favors for others merits the title of truly a charitable person. Emistic, honesty, truth, sincerity. That's it. His acts of loving kindness will contribute to the building of the world since they first contributed to the building of their home. Then they can build their block, their community, their state, their country, the world, the galaxy. Have an awesome, delicious day, holy brothers. Thank you very much for joining. God willing, see you and hear you tomorrow.